Danish business networking is often less about collecting business cards and more about cultivating long-term, trust-based relationships, and understanding this difference is essential if you want to be effective in Denmark's professional environment. In this video, we will explore how to build strong relationships in a Danish context, how to navigate the cultural nuances that shape interactions, and how to position yourself as a reliable, respected partner in the local business community. To begin, it is important to recognize that Denmark's business culture is grounded in equality, modesty, and consensus. Hierarchies exist, but they are relatively flat, and titles or status symbols matter far less than competence, integrity, and teamwork. When you enter a Danish networking setting, whether it's an industry event in Copenhagen, a startup meetup in Aarhus, or a more formal conference in Odense, you should approach people as peers, regardless of their role or seniority. Use a firm handshake, make direct eye contact, introduce yourself with your full name and organization, and then shift quickly to the substance of why you are there. Danes appreciate clarity and purpose, so be ready to articulate your goals succinctly, what you do, what kind of partners you are looking for, and what value you bring. Small talk is present, but it is usually concise and practical, often touching on the event, the industry, or current developments in the Danish and broader Nordic markets. One of the most distinctive features of Danish business networking is the high premium placed on trust and authenticity. Overstating your capabilities, resorting to aggressive self-promotion, or using overly polished, salesy language can create distance rather than interest. Instead, focus on being straightforward and honest about where you are strong, where you are still developing, and how collaboration could create mutual benefit. If you are new to Denmark or to a specific sector, do not pretend to be more established than you are. Danes respect transparency and will often be more inclined to help if you present your situation candidly and professionally. At events, aim for fewer but deeper conversations rather than trying to speak to everyone in the room. Ask thoughtful, open-ended questions about the other person's role, their company's priorities in Denmark or internationally, and what challenges they are currently facing. Listen actively. Summarize key points back to them to confirm your understanding, and look for specific, realistic ways you might add value, introductions you could facilitate, insights you can share, or pilot collaborations you might explore. Another crucial aspect of networking in Denmark is follow-through. Exchanging contact information is only the beginning. What distinguishes strong relationships is consistent, reliable action afterwards. Within a day or two of meeting someone, send a concise, well-structured follow-up email referencing your conversation and suggesting a concrete next step, a coffee meeting, a short virtual call, or an invitation to a relevant event. Keep your expectations realistic and your tone measured. You are building a relationship, not pushing for an immediate deal. Reliability is a core Danish value, so if you commit to sending materials, scheduling a meeting, or making an introduction, do it exactly as promised and on time. Over repeated interactions, this kind of dependability builds the professional trust that underpins long-term collaboration in the Danish market. You should also be aware of how work-life balance influences networking in Denmark. Even in ambitious, high-performing organizations, people protect their personal time, and late evening or weekend networking activities are less common than in some other countries. Plan most of your outreach and meetings within normal business hours, and if you are invited to a breakfast meeting or an after-work event, be punctual, present, and respectful of the agreed timing. Alcohol may be present at some networking functions, but moderation is expected, and professionalism should be maintained at all times. Beyond formal events, many meaningful relationships in Denmark are built through professional associations, clusters, and industry networks. Joining relevant Danish business organizations, chambers of commerce, or sector-specific clusters, such as those focused on green energy, life sciences, design, or digital technologies, can provide structured access to decision-makers and peers. Contributing actively in these settings, for example by joining working groups, participating in panel discussions, or sharing case examples from your own experience, helps position you as a serious, engaged stakeholder rather than a transient visitor. At the same time, understand that patience is key. Danish counterparts often prefer to get to know you over multiple interactions before committing to significant partnerships. The decision-making style in Denmark is typically consensus-oriented, involving dialogue and input from several stakeholders, so allow time for this process instead of pushing for rapid, unilateral decisions. Language can also play a role in your networking efforts. While English is widely spoken at a high level, making the effort to learn and use a few Danish phrases demonstrates respect and cultural curiosity. Simple greetings or expressions of thanks in Danish can help build rapport, even if the main conversation remains in English. Written communication should be clear, concise, and free of unnecessary jargon. Long, overly formal emails can feel out of place. It is also helpful to be direct in your subject lines and opening sentences about the purpose of your message, reflecting the Danish preference for transparency and efficiency. As your network in Denmark grows, prioritize depth and reciprocity. Keep a structured overview of key contacts, noting their interests, current projects, and any commitments you have made to them. Periodically share relevant updates, reports, or invitations that genuinely align with their priorities rather than sending generic messages. When you see opportunities that might benefit your Danish contacts, offer them proactively without expecting an immediate return. Over time, this kind of generosity and consistency often leads to strong, reciprocal relationships. Finally, remember that your reputation travels quickly in a relatively small and well-connected business community like Denmark's. How you behave in one setting, how you treat junior staff, how you respond under pressure, how you handle disagreements, will shape how you are perceived across the market. Approaching every interaction with professionalism, respect, and a long-term perspective is therefore not just good etiquette, it is a strategic advantage. By combining cultural awareness with clear communication, reliable follow-through, and a genuine interest in creating mutual value, you can build strong, enduring business relationships in Denmark that support both your immediate goals and your long-term position in this highly collaborative, innovation-driven economy.